Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm sorry I didn't do my Love After Lockup review for last week, but honestly, it was Mother's Day weekend and I was just out and about doing my thing, y'all. But I'm back and I actually have a new show that I wanted to see what you guys kind of think about it. It kind of gives me a little bit of the Catfish vibes, but a little bit different. There's actually another show coming on I think, is it BET? Or it might even be VH1. It's pretty soon. And for that one, I kind of want to see how it's going to go. It's with Tammy Roman. So we shall see. All right, so this one is called Help, I'm in a Secret Relationship. So this is episode 4 right now. I was trying to catch up last night, but I kind of was so busy doing other things I wasn't able to see them. But I am going to still make sure that I catch up. So let's see. So Emma, she took her boyfriend Barry on the show, and they used to be like really close friends, but 6 months ago they transitioned into being the whole boyfriend and girlfriend thing. So that's what they are now. And she doesn't understand why she hasn't been able to meet his mother and his sister. She feels that it's a little weird. Before, when she was just a friend, it didn't really matter that much, but now it's kind of like, all right, like, what's up, you know? So, I have a little doggy in there. It's like making so much noise. But so now, she goes ahead and she meets with Rahne and Travis, and they kind of say like maybe he has like some double life or something that he's living. It's possible. They speak to her, and they asked her like what other friends does she know. So she mentioned 2 friends that are like kind of mutual friends, but they're more so his friends, and the names was Dave and Michelle. So they spoke to Michelle first, and Michelle kind of said that she knows that he is like, you know, like they're both quirky, they seem good together. She's known him for 5 years, and she said that she hasn't met his mother. So she said that maybe he's like somewhat of a poser, like he kind of, from what it seems like, maybe he's one of those people that, all right, they'll show you like, oh, I'm doing so well in life, but actually the reality is that they're actually not. So it might be some type of situation like that with him, but she's not really sure. So they speak to Dave now, which is the other friend, and the Dave was like, you know, I don't really want to be talking about my friend, but, you know, he does have somewhat of a gambling problem, but I can't really say anything else, you know, putting something out there, but not too much out there. So that's kind of what that friend was doing. I'll still be tight though. Like, you giving these people my business. I didn't give you consent. You know, you should know better than to be telling the ops or anybody anything about me. So that would have been a problem. We might not even be friends after that. But yeah, he was like, you know, that maybe he could possibly, like, both of them kind of was saying, like, Dave was like, you know, he wastes tens of thousands of dollars. So Barry said that when they actually spoke to Barry on the phone now, he was saying like he has to ask his mother everything. Mind you, this man is 39 years old. So it's almost like the 40-year-old virgin situation. It was seeming like it was just kind of weird. And for me, once I heard, because another thing that Emma had mentioned was that his, like, maybe she was assuming like maybe his place is really messy because his room, like his car is like filthy. He has things all over. It's really cluttered. So that could possibly be it. My head, because I have recently taken on some mental health first aid courses, as well as some other programs that I recently got certified in, just because it's things that I really wanted to know. And I think that it was great. Anyway, so my first inclination or my first thoughts, once I kind of looked at him, looked at her, especially with him and being called quirky, I'm thinking that he could be on the spectrum, or he could have some type of other mental challenges that he's facing, which is why he's so dependent on his mother. And another thing that he said later on in the show, which I'll say in a little bit, also kind of made me feel like that could be really a possibility. And also he was kind of placing the blame mainly a lot of times on Emma, even though it was like Emma wasn't really doing anything. It was like gaslighting, but I don't think he was intentionally doing it or even realizing that what he said didn't really make sense or it wasn't really correct. So yeah, following that, so they met up with him. He was gathering honey from his beehive, which Travis was able to taste, and his mom like made them food and stuff. They met his pet turtle, but he said that he's uncomfortable allowing Emma to meet his mother because she tends to get clingy to people. Like, she kind of starts liking people, and then once they break up or things go sour, it's like the mother's heart gets broken. So it's like, it's almost like he was preempting all this to happen. Like, he knows that they're not going to last, or so he doesn't want to introduce her to the mother. You know, it's kind of like a back of the head situation. Like, you know how they just say, like, people know what they want? Like, it's almost like he knew, like, we probably not gonna last, so I'm not even gonna show her this, you know, my friend, my girl, because then she gonna get all clingy, all hooked. She's gonna fall in love, and then I'm gonna have to break my mom's heart. That's what he's thinking about. He's not even thinking about Emma's heart. So that's like kind of how that was. When they spoke to the mom was a little odd too. She was all saying that she was special. No, that he was special because she had died when she was giving birth to him and she met Jesus. So that right there was a little odd. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if I would have ate in there, you know, like not even a little bit. But that's just me, you know, you can't eat from everybody. So, you know, and then they had to like eat it on camera too. It's like, and everybody's sitting down. It's like, you can't even be like, you know, give it to the dog real quick or something. So yeah, I wouldn't even accepted it, but to each their own. So he then sat down with Rahne and Travis again, and he said he wanted to be honest with them, that the person that was in the picture, the Eve girl that was supposed to be the sister, actually wasn't the sister. She's actually someone that he met online to create a romance novel with, because that's something that he wants to do, because he doesn't know how to do it, but he wants to learn. So this person is going to be helping him to do so. So he ends up telling, they have like a sit down meeting, Emma, him, and Rahne and Travis. They have a little sit down, and she finds out, well, he tells her who the mysterious woman is. And, you know, no, actually they told her first. And she was definitely upset about it. She's like, why, instead of getting a class where he would just get some random woman to help him out, you know, and why is he even doing a romance novel? Like, what is all that about? So that right there kind of sparked her. She was a little upset, annoyed about it, but she kind of let it slide. But, you know, I would have been heated too. Like, the fuck? Like, if you needed help writing something, I mean, if I'm a writer, I can help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even talk to me about it. Like, why you keeping secrets? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just going doing things randomly by yourself. So, I mean, it's all about being in a relationship. You don't have to tell each other everything, but there is a certain amount of things that you should be telling the other person. So then he says that, he tells her that he did have a gambling problem, but now his gambling problem is actually under control. So it's not something that she has to worry about. He only owes about 15 to 20 grand. I mean, that's still a good amount of money, but, you know, that's what he says he owes. He tells her that, you know, the whole thing about his mother, and, you know, about he doesn't want to break his mother's heart. And they're looking at him like, so you don't want to break your mother's heart, but everything that you're doing to prevent something from happening, you're doing right now to Emma. Like, you're messing with her. So she was like, well, you need to talk to your mother and let her know what's going on, because if not, you're going to lose me. Then he has this final confession, and this one was a doozy. So then he comes to say this, you know, he reveals the whole thing about the woman in the picture who was supposed to be a sister but wasn't really a sister, that he's been going to these baseball games and other stuff with. So this woman is actually a love interest. He reveals that this woman is somebody that he recently started seeing. It didn't start out that way. It started out where he was supposed to just be, you know, learning from her. But because of the stress of everything that's been going on, it just kind of happened. And she got so upset. She was embarrassed. She like went out. You know, Emma was really heartbroken by this. And it's just, he just seemed like he didn't get it. Like, he didn't want to hurt her, because I could tell that by his body language. But he definitely wasn't good with his emotions. I could see that. So that's more the reasons why I feel like he definitely, or most likely, is on the spectrum. And the fact that he's so dependent on his mother as well, especially at such a late age, you know, and he seems really comfortable in his routine and doing what he's doing. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but based on the stuff that I've been looking into, I'm pretty sure that he is. And he tried to pretty much, like I said, like kind of gaslight her without realizing that's what he was doing, to say that it was her fault. So, you know, it seems like that relationship is pretty much done. She told him he had to leave her house, and that's pretty much the end of that story. So, I mean, at least regardless of anything, like, things got revealed, and now she doesn't have to worry about meeting the mom because there is no relationship anymore. So I guess it saved him from letting the mother get too clingy because he wasn't sure about her, and the other way around, you know? So it saved everyone with this show. All right, guys, let me know what you think about this episode, and Barry and Emma down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.